And I was a Catholic boy, and I needed therapy. I was a Jesus junkie for a while there, but 5 years on the Methodist program, I'm okay. So, old joke. Perno will appreciate that. And so we go into Birth and Beyond, the building there, and we go in, and she's doing this thing, and we walk into this room, and it's got like Thai sarongs on the wall, and it's got a Buddha, Chinese Buddha, and it's got Indonesian stuff, and she does like crystal therapy. And I think, oh, that's good. And she's got like a table that it's not a table, it was like a door that was on trestles. And she said, take your clothes off. I thought, cool, Catholic school. It's unusual being doing it in front of a woman, but, give it a go. And so I took my clothes off, and she said, just lie on the table on your back. And I did that, laid on the door. I mean, it still had a doorknob, but, Catholic boy, no problem. And so I lie on that, and she brings out a crystal. It's about this big, and it's got a piece of string on it, blessed by the Dalai Lama, woo-hoo. And what the fuck? I'm not sitting around blessing string. Save your country. Anyway, I suppose you do that afterwards. And so she puts it on my belly button like that, and I'm naked. And draw it over my navel, and the crystal goes around this way and stops. It goes around this way and stops. It goes around this way and stops. And she could tell from the direction it was pointing what sex I was. 2 times out of 3, I was male, which is not bad for a Catholic boy, right? That was my introduction to Nimbin. I knew it was my town. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful second half coming up for you. And to start it up with, we have a woman who's all the way from Star Pole Studios in Byron Bay. Byron Bay is very trendy. She's been here before. Her mum is in the audience. Her name is Mrs. Star. Please make it very, very welcome for Raha Star. Raha Star. Raha Star, folks. Love the shoes. You can't do that without the proper shoes, and they're proper dancing athletic shoes. Don't try it at home just in your bare feet, that'd be stupid. I like to exercise myself. Of course, I'm not quite up to that level. I haven't got the shoes. But I am trying to, as I go older in life, I am trying to exercise more. And, you know, people say, you know, you should... my son actually gave me a rowing machine for Christmas, but it fucking sank. And what a stupid concept. Anyway, now we have another athletic act coming up for you right now. This bloke was here back in 73, I'm talking 1973, last century, 50 years ago, and performed in this hall at the festival when he was the man who, and his band was the Captain Matchbox Whoopee Band. He's been in Circus Oz. I could name drop for hours, but I won't. Let's just give it up for Mr. Mick Conway.
Thanks, F. Great to be back in this beautiful hall. As we had the Nimbin Hicks show. I don't know if any of you remember that, but it was with Captain Matchbox, about the only sort of Aussie band that turned up, and it was good. Yeah. Anyway, we had a lot of fun, and I'm going to do a few songs by myself. And usually I'd have somebody there who's a real musician, but I'm not, but I'll give it a go anyway. And anybody remember the Captain Matchbox Whoopee Band? Oh, great. I don't. I was too stoned at the time. I smoked so much dope in the 1970s that Bob Marley had a T-shirt of me. But I don't smoke dope anymore, no. I find that at my age, just getting up quickly does the same thing. I'm going to do a song I wrote about 10 minutes ago. No, it's about science, and Albert Einstein once wrote that infinity is either in the universe or ignorance. He wasn't sure about the universe, but he was sure about ignorance. So this one's called, yes, Reality is an Illusion Due to a Lack of Drugs. Okay. If you're trying to make some sense of this chaos and confusion, do not fret, do not stress, reality is an illusion. Don't strain your brain, you'll go insane to find everyday solutions. Do not fret, do not stress, reality is an illusion. The world's hurtling through space, thousands of Ks per second, but we're standing still just the same. Straight line is part of a circle, reality invention of the brain. Your world is upside down, madness all around, despair and delusion. Do not fret, do not stress, reality is an illusion. The universe is ignorant, so is ignorance, it seems. Normal's just a setting on the dial of your washing machine. Your world is upside down, madness all around, despair and delusion. Do not fret, do not stress, reality is an illusion. Reality is an illusion. Reality is an illusion. Thank you, bird lovers. Ah, yes, barely remember the size 73, but it was an exciting time for me, and I loved being here, and it did change my life quite a bit. And, well, you know, they say as the older you get, the better you were. Well, when I was young, I had long hair, and I took acid and I hung around hip joints. Now I'm older, I long for my hair, and I take antacid, and I'm hanging out for a new hip joint. When you get to a certain stage in life, a certain critical junction, when you get to a certain age in life, things start to malfunction. Your list of ailments begin to grow. Your reflexes, they start to slow. But you know what's the worst thing to go? I got the short-term memory loss blues. The short-term memory loss blues. I can't remember anything. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The short-term memory loss blues. I got the short-term, whatever. The short-term, I'll get it in a second. Now where the hell I put my keys, and where the hell I put my keys? The short-term memory loss blues. Although I must go for down the road, the Hume Highway, and truck and fall. Sorry, I just realised it's the wrong song, the wrong verse. That was Wangaratta Wahine, sorry. I got the short-term memory loss blues. Be glad that you're not in my shoes. It's a bugger when your memory shot. I'd sing the rest, but I forgot. The short-term, don't tell me. The short-term, I'll think of it a second. The short-term memory loss blues. Oh, I just remembered. I put the keys to my trousers in the pants that I took to the dry cleaners. I just can't remember which dry cleaners. The short-term memory loss blues. Waiting now at the beginning of the world for the next event on the card, which is Darwin's evolutionary endurance steeplechase, to be run over 200 million years. Now it's a hot, sticky day here at the beginning of the world. The track is heavy as it's been raining for 50,000 years, and there's large oceans and boiling mud pools all over the place. Now the early runners are emerging from the swamps and slime and taking up the position at the barrier. The big brontosaurus moved in first, followed in by pterodactyl. Triceratops is moving in, Stegosaurus is in, also Tomatosaurus, a few more dinosaurs, Dinoros, and finally the big Tyrannosaurus Rex. All in now awaiting starters' orders in Darwin's evolutionary stakes. Lights are flashing, racing, and the big brontosaurus jumped out well just out of a closely packed field of dinosaurs round the first turn and leaving the 120-year mark. And already it's the dolphins and the early primates hustling for position now. It's dolphins, it's the dolphins, it's the... No, it's... Wait, there's been an incident. The dolphins have dived back in the water. For my position in the box, it's hard to say if there's any interference, but the dolphins are definitely back in the water. So racing right away now, it's the early primates hampering a number of species. Pterodactyls drop right back. Triceratops is gone. On the outside now, it's Java man from Peking man. On the inside from Cro-Magnon man and Neanderthal man. But it's Homo sapiens by a low forehead and bushy eyebrow. Leaving last prehistoric period in the last ice age, it's still Homo sapiens out in front, hampering a number of species. What a race, what a thriller, as they enter the Middle Ages and a new challenge from the rats. The rats plaguing the Homo sapiens, giving a taste of their own medicine. The rats don't like it, and the Homo sapiens don't like it. It's the rats, Homo sapiens, down the straight. They go into the 20th century now. The ants and insects moving up now. Ants, insects, rats, Homo sapiens, ants, insects, as they go into the nuclear age, and the big finish from the Cockroaches, see cockroaches flying down the street, cockroaches, homo sapiens, cockroaches, ancestors, cockroaches as they pass the post in the 21st century. I couldn't pick it. These judges have either called for a photo finish or an oil painting. Waiting for the judge's decision, and it's mankind by a short head and half a brain. Correct weight and the time, 2023 AD. Thank you, and it's back to the studio. Just talk amongst yourselves. No, I haven't made much money in my life, but I've got something that money can't buy: poverty. Have you heard that? What's his name? I've forgotten his name. Sorry, just talk amongst yourselves. Read all about it, read all about it, read the ripping news. Read all about it, read all about it, terrible to refuse. The Aquarius Festival, Limit is the best of all. Read all about it, read all about it, read the ripping news. Read the ripping news, read the ripping news, read the ripping news, read the ripping news. Rip a song, don't you think? Oh, what, did you think was terrible? A load of rubbish. It is a load of rubbish. It's a Murdoch paper. You know, a bit of word of warning, it is the Australian. A lot of people in the, what do you call it, the lockdown, well, they used the Australian for toilet paper. But I tell you what, it's only soft on right-wing arseholes. Read all about it, read all about it, read the ripping news. Read the ripping news, read the ripping news, read the ripping news. Shocking. Okay, well, I've had a request, but I'm still going to keep playing anyway. Oh, the old ones are good ones. My grandparents were vaudeville, so I like cracking old jokes. Anyway, this is going to finish with a blues. You like the blues? I say you like the blues. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say ah. All right. I'm going to play a blues song. What did the blues player have written on his tombstone? I didn't wake up this morning. What did the rooster have written on his tombstone? I woke up everybody this morning. Okay, but this is a song written by a Lebanese blues player by the name of Habibi King. And it's a lot of people say to me, you know, the blues, they all sound the same. Well, I've got a blues song now, and this one sounds the same. It's called the Cliche Blues. I'll just adjust my harmonica. Okay. Didn't wake up this morning, I found that I was dead. I felt decapitated, but I tried to look ahead. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got those cliche blues. I've been picking cotton every day, my underpants off the floor. Since my woman left me, don't wear underpants no more. My woman, she's left-handed, so something is not right. Can white men sing the blues? Can blue men sing the whites? Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got the cliche blues. when she done left me. So I said, can I come too? So I kissed her on the lips goodbye, left her behind for you. I'm standing at the crossroad, guitar in my hand. Greyhound bus went over me, I was playing on the road again. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got those cliche blues. I'm not one to repeat myself, I said. I'm not one to repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat, sorry. So I'll sing it again instead. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got those cliche, I mean those cliche. Woke up this morning, this song's still boring. I got those cliche blues. Thank you. Have a great night.
Mick Conway, folks. Captain Matchbox himself. Come on, get this. Who'd have thought the newspaper would be an instrument? So, young people, try doing that with your mobile phone. No, honestly, try it. I'd like to see it smash. The young people are slowly disappearing. They're sort of shimmering now as they're just disappearing into better worlds, and it's just us left behind, holding the flag, carrying the spirit. And when we're dead, that's it. Now go home. That's a bit of fun. But I have to pick up Mick on something. Obviously, he's modern and doesn't believe in facts. But 200 million years ago, obviously, it wasn't the beginning of the planet. The beginning of the world started around about 4.5 billion years ago. And it was only 500 million years that it was all molten and that. And, of course, you wouldn't have seen a dolphin with a pterodactyl. They were quite a few millions and millions of years apart. So you'll have to rewrite that, Mick, because I don't like spreading fallacies. I'm a believer in science, and so there. That's true. I came to Nimbin in the early 80s and I thought, this is a fantastic town. After I'd had my spiritual crystal thing, I went into the hotel. There was one cop in the town then called Adrian. He was a really cool guy. He knew that what policing was about, and he knew that hippies, unlike the current government, they send up the riot squad to a pot festival. They're not going to riot, man. You'd be lucky if they can get off the ground. They are not going to riot. It's interesting, on the side of the vans they have public order and riot squad. And I'm thinking, make up your mind. Obviously, got no idea what's going on. So anyway, I went to the pub, the old Nimbin pub, and my mate Mark Pumpkin came in and we went into the lounge. And this is a true story. We went into the lounge round the back and there was a bunch of hippies there rolling a joint on the table. I'm from Queensland. They're rolling a joint in public, in a hotel, in a town where there's a cop. So I'm very nervous, and there's about 6 people. One of them's there just doing stuff on the, and they all got beers, and he's just doing the racing guide and that sort of thing, form guides and everything. And there's his dog there sitting on the pilot, form guide, obviously a guide dog, sitting there like that. And I'm thinking, it's all right. I'm a bit nervous, and he's rolling the joint, and I get introduced, and this is S. Hey everyone. And I'm just checking out the exits. There used to be a big thing, and I thought, okay, I can dive out the window, but it's 2 stories high. Fuck it, it's better than getting hit by the cops. And then the barman comes round and comes in. I said, this is it. This is it. Nimbin's cool, but this is just stupid. I got to get out of here. And the guy who's rolling the joint, I say, hey, Tim, how you going, mate? He lifts up his makings like this, and the barman comes in, cleans the table like that, and so it's another round all round. And I thought, fuck it, I love this town. And I stayed. And one of the great things that happened to me, I was a rock and roller for a while, and I gave that away, and I was attracted to the stage. And one time I was in Byron, and I heard poetry happening. And I thought, this is good, because as a rock and roller, I'd write the songs, but no one ever listened. And, you had to repeat a chorus 100 times just for people to get 4 words in a row. And I went to the Riders at the Rails and I met David Hallett. And I couldn't believe, and I'd heard about him in Nimbin, and I couldn't believe how fantastic it was that he put on this event. But moreover, what an incredible poet he was. And I did a poem there. And next thing I know, I'm touring with David, one of the great privileges in my life, and the stand-up poets. David Halpin was that before he got into something less valuable. And we made a difference, and it was cool, and I loved it. We went to festivals, we went to writers' centres, we just did car parks anywhere. And it was a great moment, and I met Christine Strellen, and David Hallett and Christine Strellen are the two best performance poets in Australia, and they fucking live here. And I will always honour David for getting me into this gig. Obviously, I do comedy now because it's more fun and I make more money. But it was spoken word and it was fantastic. It was a great time in all our lives, I'm sure. So it's my honour and privilege to present to you a man well known to you all, the best poet in the four great lands, Mr. David Hallett.
I speak of a village for Octavio Paz and Yindi Kalina. I speak of a village of sleepwalkers in a ruined valley that we call beautiful, in the mirror of a forgotten river flanked by a colossus of weeds, thousands of camphor trees, in a strangle of lantana, vines and devil's thorn. I speak of the ghost of an axe, a pale white pioneer, ghosts of a grand forest, a sea of forest, grounded, stumped to eerie, empty paddocks. Ghosts of thieves who cobbled their shops and homes, poured concrete and tar over ghosts of the first people, their millennia slashed and burned. Forgotten ghosts of shame, of immeasurable flora and fauna, vanquished, void. I speak of a village of 1,000, in a valley of 10,000, of 100,000 visitors, a river of faces on one street, tides of tour buses, travellers, families, sun-glassed, sun-blocked, glazing through the narrows of street traders, and a connive of drug dealers with eyes like cockroaches, peddling their chemistry to speed, to slow, to drowse, to drool, to hallucinate, to fuel with firewater, nicotine, caffeine, codeine. As day thickens, the stone faces become sculpture to the street, to the wandering tribe of strangers. Voices become soundtrack where gossip fights rumour for the last word. I speak of a Facebooked village, a fleeting army of friends saying, see me, feel me, hear me, like me, please like me. LOL, BFF, WTF or whatever. A party town, a whirlpool of parties, a festival of smoke and drink, a merry-go up and down and round on a drug dance floor under a blaze of constellations. At the bottom of the night, a sliver of silence between the last and the first car, the last laugh and the first birdsong, a simple gift that starts each day that moves from silence to silence, sifting dreams into the rising light, dreams and phantasms and a shimmer of visions that lurk from the night, visions of Dogville, a village of dogs, a coddling of overbred miniatures and of slathering hounds straining of ropes and chains, visions of dead men walking with three-legged dogs under a hostile sun, a black three-legged cat, a tatter of prayer flags, a python neck scarf, a face tattooed as spiderwebs, visions of tanned, beautiful people speaking French, Spanish, German, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, visions of the crisscross paths of mothers leading duckling lines of children with their confections, fairy wings and plastic guns. I speak I speak of a village of an hour when the houses are sleeping, the cars are sleeping, when the moon rolls down the street. The village invents another village. Buried idols of dead singers and their harlequin and rainbow and crushed velvet and bandanas, carrying guitar cases, mandolins and dulcimers to a hushed stage of candles and incense. Apparitions ramble the night into pieces, into the weight of years, memories of moon dances and mud, the lunatic in the park, ghosts of police, of teachers, of doctors and nurses who've picked up the pieces, patched them and put them back on the one street. A village of 4 empty churches, locked curios that open 1 hour each month, where the ageing faithful whisper words to a saint or a virgin or a god who left town years ago. I speak of a village, a novelty of history, a relic of peace and love, a village that never wonders how it came to be, how it stole its way into the hearts of others, how it stole. The naked hills watching all the comings and goings, beholding the line of village where the land is sliced like bread into parcels, quarters, 8s, 16s, and beyond in deep green slope, murmurs and echoes of love stories sleeping under the blanket of the forest, under the drumming of the moon. The village uncurls into the river. The river unwinds back into the mountain where it all breathes its moment, breathes its moment, and is gone. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. I love it when he does my stuff. That was beautiful. You, out, go on. With your fancy guitar and your matching stuff. Show off. I think we're going to cancel her. That's the culture. Whoa! Shit. This is Stewie. Just about every festival I've been to, every gig in this area, Stewie is there. Telling me jokes. Why is it that when you're a comedian, everyone comes up to you and wants to tell you a joke? But not only that, they want to whisper it to you, as if it shouldn't be heard by anyone else. The idea of jokes is they've got to be good enough to withstand other people hearing it. And, as you can tell, I don't do jokes. It's easy to be funny doing jokes. Not funny, Stewie. Our next performer is Andrea Soler. She's just there, and she will be playing on the little stage down there with the tape. Definitely one of my favourite performers and definitely one of my favourite people. She lives in a community not too far from me in the hills around here. She has a very, very cool and groovy husband and 2 little kids. Well, they're probably about this big now, unless you press down on their head and then they're like that. And they cry, but fuck it. I enjoy visiting her. I enjoy working with her. We do shows together. If anyone wants a house concert with me and Andrea, please see Andrea. I don't do business. And let's make her feel really good to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from somewhere else, it's Andrea Soler.
Wow. Hi. How are you feeling? Wow, 50 years. I was here at the 40th anniversary. I was very lucky to be part of a cute little singing troupe with Ruth Miller. Ruth is here tonight. Ruth, yay! Ruth, love ya. And my Raid, and we did some cute songs, didn't we? It was really fun. And was anyone here at the 40th? Do you know what I was thinking backstage? What's the 60th going to be like? We all going to have like hovercrafts and I don't know. What do you reckon? Wheelchairs. Hovercraft wheelchairs? I'm sure it's a thing. So, thank you so much for having me. Can you please give it up for performing? Makes me so proud to be part of this community and just having so many amazing people, but you guys have worked so hard to pull this together and, done an incredible job. And are you going to all stay around for the whole 10 days? Oh, can't wait. There's so much going on. Anyway, I was coming in and I saw the banner out the front that says, "You are the festival." Is that right? Is that the slogan? You are the festival. And I've just been thinking about that and how we all can make a difference in the world. All of us, every single one of us. And I just really feel that's a really important thing to remember, that we can all make a difference. And also we should all go and learn pole dancing. Don't you reckon? Actually, I was back there and I was watching everyone. Do you want to know what your faces looked like? It's like, yeah, we need more of these faces. Anyway, I'm going to sing a song for you. It's called Satisfied Mind. And to me, I feel it's such an answer to the calling of a lot of troubles that we have in the world today, is how we can all look at ourselves and make a difference in the world and find our satisfied mind. If I do any bum notes, it's because I've had a dodgy finger, by the way, just letting you know. How many times have you heard someone say, if I had money, I'd do things my way. Little they know, oh, so hard to find a rich man in town with a satisfied mind. 'Cause money can't buy back your youth when you're old, a friend when you're lonely, the wealthiest person is a pauper at times compared to the man with a satisfied mind. When my life is over, my time is run out. My friends and my loved ones, I'll leave them no doubt. One thing's for certain, when it comes my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about the bung finger, but yeah, it happens, doesn't it? I was out in the garden. Actually, I was really proud of myself. I was planting some veggie seedlings, and then the next morning I had this infected finger. So if there's any doctors out there, maybe you can see me after the show. Not in that way. I have a husband, just letting you know. Anyway, that's something S would say, isn't it? I've been hanging around S too long. I will say something about S is I think he's the only human in the world who still carries a hanky in his pocket. Give it up for S carrying a hanky. Ah. Does anyone else carry a hanky in their pocket? Ah! Hang on, show me again. Oh my God, give these guys a round of applause. We should bring back the hanky. That's it. Pole dancing, hankies, and has satisfied mind. Is that all right? Let's do it. What? Oh, garden gloves. Yeah, it's a good idea. All right. I'm going to do one more song for you. It's a song that I wrote. I was living in the UK at the time, feeling a bit homesick, and I wrote this song called Earth on an Axis, which pays homage to why I love this beautiful country and the complexity of being in a kind of systemic colonialised country and wrestling with that and wanting to do the best that I can to be a good human, basically, and I'm learning every day how to do that. So there might be a sing-along bit at the end, if that's... Are you up for a bit of a sing? There's no words. It's fine. It'll be fine. Is tilting on an axis. I forgot to practice my balancing act. It's not and it's a fact that it's better for worse to brave the storm coming, and it's clearly becoming a problem for all. Shared out, it's half, some for you, some for me, and I drink down my problems with a cup of tea because it nurtures me, nurtures me. Well, somewhere there's someone that knows something about the mysteries of the mountains and the seas, about the expanding galaxies, time twisting into eternity. So I remove myself from the situation, helps me with feelings of frustration. Busy life full of complication, simple things in life is my equation. My equation. You say you want to keep things simple. I thought they were clear as day. I'm watching, I'm listening, and I'm learning every day to see that this life is so much bigger than me. I flick off the switch of my TV. I want to connect with reality, with real people. I want to communicate, open the floodgates of emotion and devotion to the gods and goddesses of this time. 'Cause simple things in life, they are sublime. Yeah, 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 yeah. You say you want to keep things simple. I thought they were clear as day. I'm watching, I'm listening, and I'm learning every day. And Australia is the land I come from. It's the place in my heart where I know I do belong. And I pay my respect to the traditional custodians of this land, 'cause they were there for 60,000 years before the white man. And they came on ships and they brought disease. They brought hunger and misery to one of the oldest cultures in our world. I know their story needs to be told. Wisdom of the elders, dreaming stories, children playing in the sun. Live among the law of the land. Australia is a country I wanna understand. Ready for the singing bit? It's really easy. Can you just go ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I'll do it again. Ready? Okay, I'm going to hear you now. Oh yeah, keep going. Oh, that's beautiful. Keep it going. You say you want to keep things simple. Thought they were clear as damn. Watching, I'm listening, I'm learning every day. Listen to how beautiful you're sounding. Woo! Yeah. You say you want to keep things simple. Thought they were clear as damn. Watching, I'm listening, I'm learning every day. Said I'm learning every day. Said I'm learning every day. One more time. You're beautiful. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Andrea Soler, folks. How lovely. How lovely. I'm having such a good night. Are you having a good night? It's great to be, it's a privilege for me to be up here having a rave, telling some jokes. Some of the jokes don't work, but hey, I've got a sore finger. No, I was in the garden. Sometimes it bleeds, but luckily I have a handkerchief. They'll never go out of fashion for people who are practical. A handkerchief. I call it like a utility rag. You can do everything with it. You know, you can get your sore finger. You can use it as a hat, like that, if you want to be cool. You should give it to homeless people. It's almost a tent. And like a sarong, and if you fold it like this, for women, if you fold it, you put little wings on the side for the emergency situation, you've got yourself a sanity pad. Yeah, it's kicking in now. Ladies and gentlemen, dance has been a bit of a theme since 1973 in this here town, and we're going to continue it in this here gig. Please make them feel very good. First time here, all the way from Wollongbar. You may have been there. It's up near Brisbane somewhere. The Bollywood Dancers.
Set your feet, now you got the club locked. No matter what they say, baby girl, you rock. Let's go. कुड़ियों का नशा प्यारे नशा सबसे नशीला है जिसे देखो यहाँ वो हुस्न की बारिश में गीला है इश्क के नाम पे करते सभी अब रास लीला है मैं करूँ तो साला कैरेक्टर ढीला है महीने में 12 तरीके से तुझको प्यार जताऊंगा रे लगता है अब ना तेरे बिन रह पाऊंगा रे
The Bollywood dancers. Did you know that they only got together 10 days ago? Talent. Moolumbar. It's full of very talented people. The next festival is going to be in Moolumbar. I don't know how it'll go, but good. Under Wollumban. Of course, it won't be the age of Aquarius there. Oh, yeah, it'll be the Cancer Festival. Oh, no. That's not going to work, is it? We need the right sponsor. The Benson and Hedges Cancer Festival. It's all wrong. Now, I've been asked to say a few words, which I get to MC and the spot and get $20. Unbelievable. I love this town. Now, just while our final act, and we're pretty much on time, and I know you'll all start nodding off soon, so we're going to keep it pretty short. But I've been thinking about the whole Christian thing. No, come on, it's annoying. What are they doing here? They don't get it. They don't know Jesus. I know Jesus. He was a hippie. He was one of us. The only gig we know for sure he did, he was on the mountain and he said, if you're rich, you won't go to heaven. He didn't even use a parable. He just said, if you're rich, you won't go. Tell that to the Pope. He had long hair, sarongs, bare feet, hung around with fishermen. Don't you think it's strange that there he's like a Palestinian guy, and all his mates are called John and Peter, Paul. The only Arab, Judas, was the bad guy. It was easy to pick out. Who's the bad guy here? Judas. Not Peter, not Paul, not Matthew. No, Judas. I think Jesus was a woman. He fed 5,000 people on the mountain. A man's not going to do that. When he was betrayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, the dude came up to him and kissed him to betray him. Blokes don't kiss. They go up and they would have said, you're fucked, like that. If they were soccer players, might have just a little bit like that, but not kissing. The Christians here don't understand. They think Jesus was a Christian. He was an unhappy Jew. He was living in a patriarchal society that disrespected women, disrespected the indigenous people, disrespected the environment, and he was fucking pissed off. He said, I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. He was like Superman. Came from another place, adopted parents. The Last Supper, right? Now, I was thinking about this over Easter. I was down at the National Folk Festival, and there's Easter eggs, and I'm thinking, Christians, Easter, rabbits, eggs. How weird is this? I'll tell you how weird it is. All right, Jesus is like the symbol, the holy God for Christians. He gets tortured and killed on a Friday, and they think, fuck, let's call it Good Friday. I'd hate to see what a bad Friday in Christian land is. So Jesus, she's hanging around there, and she's got the blokes. This explains why there's a lot of blokes. And she's hanging around, and she said, okay, this is my last gig. You know, I'm going to die tomorrow just to show you that unless you really understand that you're really going to die, there is no reincarnation, there is no hell. If you really understand you're going to die, you can be liberated and experience eternity. You know, I dig this. And she said, I want you to remember me. This is my blood. And she passed round the menstrual blood It's in the Bible, man. Menstrual blood is estrus, from the Greek. Easter. Eggs. At the age of 16, young Jesus, when she was hitting puberty, she went and became the first female rabbi in the temple. A female rabbi is a rabbiette. Rabbit. So how does your mind work? Bloody Christians. You tell that next time they come up to you. They influence you. Look at Mick Conway. He was a regular guy. He's been in this town with the Christians and he already thinks the world's only 200 million years old. By tomorrow it'll be 6,400. Are the Hussy Hicks ready to rock? I love these guys, and I want them to love me. I hope that was good. Ladies and gentlemen, make them feel very welcome as we celebrate, like we do, Aquarius 50, end of the show, the Hussy Hicks.
We love you, Stu, and we love you too, S. We love everyone here. This is actually
It's true.
one of the places we love the highest ratio of people in all the rooms we ever get to go to. So thanks for having us 2 weeks in a row. And we're coming back tomorrow for a whole show, 7:30, if you're not sick of us after these few songs. We thought we'd just really scale it back for tonight and just bring our guitars out and leave the boxes and the snares and the bells and the whistles.
Just us.
Yeah, I'm going to start with one of the songs we first ever toured with. through honey, sickening sweet. My teeth are rotting, it sticks to my feet like a bug at a light bulb that won't fly away. So I stay, still I'm opening windows, opening doors. I see flaws, I am flawed. Opening windows, opening doors. I see flaws. And I am floored. I open my mouth and I am weak. Solution I seek, I will not speak. 'Cause a splintered reality, it leaves me confused. Are you too? Are you? Opening windows, opening doors. I see flaws, I am flawed. Opening windows, opening doors. I see flaws. And I am and they journeyed through parallel universe, marching as one through facades and freakouts, bound and bonded by the feeling that something wasn't right. Dilemma, delusion, distraction, it seems, form the clouds that rain on our dreams. But hold on to the picture, 'cause while you believe, those clouds can shower and nurture and feed. We're not all knowing, so who's to say that they're not growing flowers? Much more beautiful day. Much more beautiful day. some things I cannot see. Facades and freakouts. Apologies to anyone in the entire town. We had the Trattoria's garlic pasta tonight. I took a photo. I don't like taking photos of foods, but no one was going to believe how many garlic cloves were in that thing.
It's seriously outrageous.
Yeah, so apologies.
I need a sip of that.
It's lucky we're last because this microphone you're going to have to... Whoa. But we like our garlic, so it's good. It's like, wow, they put more than us in their food. Wow. Anyway, Lisa's going to sing the next one, so your side of the room. I never felt the cold until I felt your words hit my gut. And now this ring of gold is the prison where I'm trapped. Love feels like so long ago, but not long enough to just let it go. I won't give up, I won't let you down. No, I will be waiting till you turn around and take a look over. Take a look over. Oh, take a look over all the promises we made. Take a look over. Take a look over. Please take a look over all the promises we made. Feels like emptiness has taken up the space where we stood. And even the pain has begun to fade, but I'm not sure it should. Feels like the dark's closing in and engulfing us. So it's sink or swim if we both give up. If this ship goes down, well, everything's lost unless we turn around and take a look over. Take a look over. Oh, take a look over all the promises we made. Take a look over. Take a look over. Please take a look over all the promises you.
Wow. You guys are making me nervous. You're all so silent. One point I looked out, I'm like, ooh, are they still there? Ooh.
Or did they die in a garlic cloud in those big choruses? You're not buyouts, are you? They're apparently anti-buyouts. You know. Yeah. We finished the water, yeah. There's no water left. We might play one more song for you guys tonight, and we're going to come and play a whole show tomorrow night, so do stick around. That's festive, isn't it? You don't just go home. That's just weekend.
Yes.
One for all the rebels.
There's mutiny on the boundaries. Fringe folk feel there's something shifting. Research where we once believed. While Dumb and Dumber play follow the lead. There's mutiny on the boundaries. 24-hour disaster TV. Headline outbreak of the minute. And look how pretty is page 3. Let it crumble. What will rise from the rubble? There's mutiny on the boundaries. Only got one turn, the clock is ticking. War makes money, so does disease. Whoever wins controls the feed. There's mutiny on the boundaries. We'll buy fresh food with the profits from the quarry. For that rash here, try this cream or a new vaccine. Let it crumble. What will rise from the rubble? Let it crumble. What will rise from the rubble? Folk is shifting, culture splitting, fear and fight, a hope for light, a hope for light. Of these sources, least reported, while fantastic fanatics alone go if it crashes, what will rise from the ashes? If it crashes, what will rise from the ashes? There's beauty on the boundaries. Walking taller, standing strong. We're nailing arguments with facts. We're speaking softly, but not taking it back.
Oh my God, you must do another song, please. Please do another song, please. We've got to do another song, please. Thank you.
All right, we'll do something utterly ridiculous. Yay! They're usually my favourites. I might actually have to tune though, Jules, because it's a country song, but
Yeah, you got to get suitably within cooey.
yeah, you know,
I'll just get in tune too.
that's a good idea.
We simplified
Yeah.
back to one tuner. We're bringing two tomorrow night. We had to leave something, you know, to get you back.
That's right. It's a bit of suspense. Yeah, that B string. Whoever invented that.
What a wonderful night this has been. Thank you so much for having us here. It's just always so special to come out and see all the massive variety of talent that gather at these cabaret events. And we're honoured to have been able to be on the bill as many times as we have. So thank you. And thanks for having all of the fortitude to put together this wonderful couple of weeks of shows. I was looking at the program, I was like, wow. It's going to be a lot of fun had.
Well, now you can call me a loser if you want to. Oh, I don't care, 'cause I don't think it's true. I'm the first one to admit I'm not good looking. Oh, no, no. But darling, no one's uglier than you. Well, your face looks like a cow's, but not as pretty. And your hairy as the gorillas in the zoo. The first one to admit I'm not good looking. But darling, no one's uglier than you. Oh, darling, no one's uglier than you. Looking at you makes me wanna spew. And I don't mean to be nasty, but it's true, yes it is. Darling, no one's uglier than you. Come on, Julie.
The Hussy Hicks. Fantastic. A beautiful end to the show. And 7:30 tomorrow night here, right? And you will have to
the Stomp Box. What a great way to end the evening. Anyone want to sing a song or something after that? Folks, it's been a pleasure, and I'll just go through just so we can acknowledge the performers in the second act. We had Paul Woman, Raha Star, we had Mick Conway, David Hallett, Andrea Soler, the Bollywood Dancers, and the Hussy Hicks. Round of applause for them and all the performers tonight. Were you yawning, or was that like a sexual invitation? Oh, God, I'm sorry. I embarrass myself sometimes. And I'd also like to acknowledge the great work of Paul and Jenny, Paul Tate, Jenny Kendall, who put this together. And Stu on sound, lots of volunteers, all the performers. And I just want to say, good on you. This is a beautiful town, and when I came here, I was in my mid-20s, and I knew I'd found my town, and because you guys made it, and I love being here. So, see you later. Remember, if you're driving, take your car. Goodbye. Dave's going to make an announcement. We might need some help with some chair stacking.